Hey guys, Short and Sweet is well underway in Sydney and they've been doing some absolutely fantastic work. I'm joined here tonight by the director and the cast from Damned. Jordan, thank you very much for joining us, and Maddie and Sam. Jordan, I'm going to start with you as the director. Can you tell me what Damned is all about?
Yeah, sure. So essentially, Damned, like all the other plays in Short and Sweet, it's a 10-minute play, it's a short play. It's set in the near future. It's about a government agency where people can go to report impending disasters that they think are going to happen. And yeah, so Sam plays William. He is a very concerned structural engineer who goes to report a disaster. And Maddie plays Gabby, the receptionist, who takes him through a little bit of a bureaucratic hell ride before he can actually try and save everyone. Yeah.
Well, I'm intrigued already. What a premise. What a very clever story. All right, Sam, tell me a bit more about your character and sort of, I don't give too much away, but his kind of experiences in the show.
Yeah. So William is, he's very idealistic, very much has like a strong desire to help people. And he's very positive when he sort of comes in to the play. And he wants to make sure as many people are as safe as possible from what he's witnessed from before. And then over the course of the play, he's sort of pushed, his buttons are sort of pushed by this receptionist, who gets him increasingly more and more annoyed by him trying to do what he is, in his mind, is the best course of action. So yeah.
All right, so sounds like Maddie, you've got a really fun role there. What's it like playing a role like that?
I mean, I really enjoy it. It's definitely different to anything I've played before, but I sort of think of Gabby as, it's a little bit like playing a mix between every customer service representative ever and like a computer, pretty much. She's just like very like upbeat, positive receptionist, but the whole time there's this sort of like underlying idea that there's something a little bit more sinister behind what she's doing, and the fact that she's not really letting William report this disaster in the way that he would like to. So it's a really fun balance for me to work with between this really interesting, bubbly character who's got something else going on below the surface. It's very enjoyable. Yeah.
I feel as though this play has a lot of depth already, and just for a short 10-minute little play. Is that right? Was it when you first read it? Was it something that you just thought, oh wow, we can really have a lot of fun with this?
Yeah, for sure. So like, in case people don't know, with Short and Sweet, you can either come into it with something that you've written yourself, or like you can come into it with a show pre-planned, or in my case, I kind of was like, I'll direct anything, you know. So they send you a big list of plays, and even just from the little description next to it, like Damned, it said like a little sinister government agency, something, and I was like, that sounds like fun. Yeah, so it's a great premise. The writer, Laurie Fife, she's actually from Canada. So it's been really cool, kind of like, we've been emailing back and forth on like little edits and like trying to get her perspective as much as possible and getting it to intermesh with my vision for the play. So getting her like understanding has really helped understand that depth. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of themes. So it's been helpful to have her insight as well.
Now, this is the first time you've directed for Short and Sweet, and you've directed other works. You know, what has been the striking difference between what you've done before and what you're doing now?
So like we all kind of know each other through student theatre, so like uni theatre, USyd, UNSW, UTS, like we all kind of like intermingle, do plays or whatever. So I've directed some stuff like UNSW and USyd, and so I guess kind of the biggest difference with this is like obviously the length. Typically the stuff that we've worked on together in the past, it's been like, you know, full length plays or musicals or whatever. So I think definitely with this, it's been really great to be able to kind of dig into the minutia of like each line. Like, oh, Sam, you know, like your delivery of this one tiny little part, can you change it ever so slightly? And because it's only 10 minutes, like, you know, we kind of have the luxury of being able to really dissect every single part of the script and make it as good as possible, rather than having to worry about, like a full 2 hour saga.
So Maddie and Sam, is that the sort of experience you've had with these characters? You've only got 10 minutes and you've got to create this full character in that short space of time, plus the relationship. What's that been like?
It's been, a little tricky at times. Very enjoyable. I do think it's an interesting experience to try and convey in 10 minutes, not only the particular emotion, mood, perspective that a character is feeling in those 10 minutes, but to also somehow convey like their entire backstory and their life like leading up to that moment, because you don't have 2 hours to meet characters and hear about their life and experiences and the way that they react to things in the way that they do. So trying to put all of that into like a concise 10-minute package has been interesting to say the least, but very enjoyable. It tests your acting chops very strictly, because you've got to push that all in to have enough depth there. But I've really enjoyed it.
I can only say similar things. It's been good to try and create, try to be as memorable as possible with the 10 minutes you have. Trying to push for the things that you saw in the character, making sure they understood, and pushing for those little details that will help sell it just within the 10 minutes you have.
Yeah, and I think that, sorry for you off.
That's okay.
I think that like in particular, like Laurie's writing style, she's created these two really diametrically opposed, like very contrasting characters, which I think has like helped a lot. You guys are able to kind of like bounce off each other. You're very much foils. I think makes it a bit easier to kind of see the distinction there.
Well, it sounds fantastic. I really want to see it now. Hopefully I can get up to see it. So you guys are on next week. So I think that's is it Thursday, 24th?
So we're in group 2 of next week, which is week 5 of the festival. So it's already been going for a month, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So we're performing on Friday the 25th at 7:30, Saturday the 26th at 2 p.m, and Sunday the 27th at 6 p.m. So everyone should definitely get on the StageCenta website, get on the Short and Sweet website, buy your tickets, and then come vote for us so we win prizes. We want to win really bad.
Well, just to get the recognition of doing a job well done, that's what I think is fantastic. I've been to many a Short and Sweet, and having the chance as the audience to voice your opinion and put your vote in to say what you enjoyed, I think is absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. It sounds absolutely wonderful. So everyone, don't miss Short and Sweet. It's continuing on with more and more great plays, including Damned next week. Thanks again, guys, for joining us, and everyone else, you take care, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.